All right, so today is the day to just crank out videos because it's a Saturday, and let's face it, I gotta turn this down. It's hot, bro. Okay, sorry about that. Anyhow, today's the day to actually do videos because it's a Saturday, and so I spend a lot of my time just cranking out videos, especially whenever the girls and whatnot are playing and being silly. And of course, Mama and I have been watching some movies and things like that. So when she was gone and doing her little errands and things like that, I was basically doing videos. And then we watched the movies, did some stuff, and I'm going to crank out some more videos now. And then take the rest of the night off and just kind of have more family time and watch some movies and what have you. But I wanted to talk about first I can't even talk. The Tacoma Convention Center Hotel. Now, this is going to be the Marriott Hotel that's being developed downtown currently. This is a high-rise building that really and truly is needed. Downtown hasn't had a new high-rise in a while, and so over a decade. So this actually adds to the city's skyline in a major way. Now, 24 stories is not that tall. It is tall for a city like Tacoma, but it's not that tall. But the fact that it actually is going up is a big deal. Now, this company, which is Yarton, maybe I'm saying that wrong, actually planned on building two towers, twin towers they call them, and their hope is to actually build this within this area. Now, I thought they were going to build them side by side on top of the pedestal that they're building. But according to the photos that they have on their website, and they've been very tight-lipped, this project is further along than the Town Center project, yet the Town Center project has a lot more drawings, renderings, things like that, than what the hotel project has, and the hotel project has been going on longer and actually has much more progress behind it. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm going to give you the information that I do have on the project, show you some of the renderings of the future as to what they're hoping to do. Now, they're focusing right now on the hotel tower as of this moment. They're not focusing on the residential piece to this. To be honest with you, the building that they're building now is going to have this really nice, unique glass type deal, but they actually changed that a little bit. It's still going to be glass, but they changed the outside curtain wall because they felt like they didn't want it to be too fancy schmancy for Tacoma. I would have went with fancy schmancy, to be honest with you. I get it. I talk about hoity-toity all the time, and I kind of make fun of Bellevue and Seattle a little bit, but it's all in good fun. I think that both cities have beautiful buildings, and I wish Tacoma had more of them. And this is a project where I wish we had more of that. I think that's going to definitely happen soon. But this particular project here is going to be a huge thing. Now, they're saying it is a mixed-use project. Now, this is where it's confusing, and I haven't quite ironed out the details yet. I might write to them and ask them this question. But they're saying that's going to be a mixed-use project. When you read through here, one project's going to be the hotel, which is being developed now. The other one is going to be basically an apartment building, right? They're going to look very similar, but one's an apartment building, and it's going to have some retail. That makes sense. I get that. But when you read the information, it seems like the hotel is also going to have some retail components to it as well. Not sure. I don't know if they got that kind of convoluted a little bit and it's only going to be on the second tower, if the first tower is going to have some or not have it, don't know. But I'm going to tell you what it basically says on the website while you look at this particular rendering. It basically says that they've been approved to develop a twin tower commercial mixed-use complex adjoining the Tacoma Convention and Trade Center. Now, it's going to be a 24-story, 320-room building. And the second tower, which is also going to be 24 stories, is going to have 180 multifamily units and student apartments catering to UW-Tacoma students. Now, I did the video not long ago, or actually I just did it a few minutes ago. But anyhow, by the time you watch this, it might be a little bit later. Then, anyway, it's late. So, I did a video talking about the Tacoma Town Center and how it's aiming itself towards the student population of UW-T. UW-T doesn't have a lot of places for their students, and apartments here are expensive, so a lot of developers are trying to cater themselves to UW-T students, which I think the University of Washington Tacoma is thinking that's a great deal. They don't have to spend the money building buildings to actually house their students, and they can focus on building actual classroom spaces. Then when you look at companies like Cause, which has actually finished the building downtown, they're gearing towards this. When you look at the Brewery Block development, is also focusing on students, and it's right there close to UW-T as well. And then, of course, the situation with the town center, an entire student apartment building. So it makes sense that the second story building, or the second building, would actually be geared toward, some of it would be geared toward UW-T students. Now, we don't know, and they don't know yet either, if they're going to build the second tower. They don't know that. They've been approved to build 2 towers, but they definitely are going to build the hotel complex. And they may decide at a later time to build the second tower or not. They may not do it at all. But the second tower is going to be 180 units, student apartments, and the 2-tower complex is valued at $160 million. Now, the groundbreaking of this project took a while, and it was actually behind schedule. And finally, they were able to actually get it broken. Now, by now, both the town center and this hotel should be pretty much done. But there were so many different delays, there was financing issues, there was a lot of different stuff that was going on. But finally, this project has gotten the green light, and they broke ground. They had to first go through and reroute because the convention center has parking too. So they actually had to reroute the actual ramp so that cars can still go into the parking garage at the convention center. And then, of course, they're going to leave that. They're going to actually leave that particular section, build the hotel there, which they've gotten some pretty decent work done on it. By the summer, you're going to see a huge difference. By the summer, you will be, in the next few months, you're going to see a massive difference in the hotel and the town center, and you can get a better image. Right now, you can't really see much. I mean, you can notice it, but it's not. It's just a bunch of concrete pylons, right? But anyhow, this is going to be a huge deal. The city really wanted this project because when they built the convention center downtown, it was supposed to have a hotel with it. That didn't happen. And they had really sought after trying to get a hotel there, because if there's no hotel spaces, then you can't hold a lot of big conventions. Now, that's not to say we don't have hotels downtown. We do, but there's not a lot of rooms, to be honest with you. And so having just a small amount of rooms downtown has handicapped the city's efforts to bring in a lot of conventions. Now that we're adding hotel spaces, it helps. We are now having a different taste of space. We have the hotel that's over by the Tacoma Dome, right? We have the Holiday Inn, which is right by UW-T. We have the, I forgot the name. But let me look it up, because I forgot it when I was driving around, and then I had to look it up. Hold on. Give me some time here. Okay. Okay, Hotel Murano. Hotel Murano, which is a tall tower by itself. That hotel is down there as well. Okay? That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot of anything else. You have the Holiday Inn, the Courtyard by Marriott, which is if you're looking for more affordability. Courtyard by Marriott is a good one too. It's right there on Pack Avenue. And you have Hotel Murano, Holiday Inn, Courtyard by Marriott, and you have Best Western, which is over there by the Tacoma Dome. That's it. Okay? Not a lot of options, not a lot of choices. That's pretty much it. Now, that's changing a little bit, because now McMenamins is putting in a boutique hotel, which is going to be quite awesome. Now, it's expensive. It's pricey. Don't get me wrong. Some friends were actually going to stay there when they come back to visit. And they're like, I don't know. We'd probably just visit there. We won't probably stay. It's kind of pricey. But they're adding a boutique hotel, which will add, I think, 40 rooms, if I can remember correctly, 40 rooms. That's a good thing, right? When you look at this particular hotel, it's going to add a lot more spaces, hotel spaces, to the area as well. There's another project right down from McMenamins, which is a parking lot currently, but a hotel developer has bought that land and probably will put a hotel there as well. We don't know what it looks like. They haven't made any announcements, but they are a company known for building hotels. They want to get their foot in the door early and declare that spot. So who knows what will happen. But anyhow, wanted to drill down a little bit more. It's still not a lot of information. I mean, these buildings are going to be about 240 feet tall, so they will be noticeable. It will definitely make a difference in the city. The glass facade, or the curtain wall, which is the outside of the building, is going to be magnificent against the skyline of Tacoma. The city is going vertical. And also, I should say, the brewery blocks, section 2, I believe they're going to put a hotel there as well. One of the buildings is going to have a hotel. One of the buildings is going to be a 12-story mid-rise building. So again, 12 stories is not that big of a deal. But in Tacoma, that is a big deal. You can notice it. In Seattle, you wouldn't even see it. There's so many towers there, big, massive buildings, you wouldn't even notice a 12-story building. Here, you can still notice that type of thing. I think that will be changing in the next few years. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.